Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day. I decided to take some days off because I just wanted the market to cool off so we're able to see the correct trend in terms of where the entire crypto market is headed from here. Just to give you an idea, after Bitcoin was able to, break just close to 93,000, there's a little bit of a pullback, and the major driving factor behind this is very simple. Over 50,000 Bitcoin were sold just in the last 7 days, clearly suggesting that, this recovery that was kind of starting to pull Bitcoin back was pretty much slowed down by these whales deciding to sell, as that's pretty much seen as a panic sell. On the other end, if we talk about Dogecoin did try to recover and try to stay over 15 cents, but right now it is at 14.9, which is just slightly under its previous very major support, which is close to 15 cents. Now, where is the market headed? Well, in the clearest term, it's actually very strongly dependent on the Fed meeting that will be happening in December. They're trying to make some sort of decision. I'm talking about the whales, which are trying to control the Bitcoin market. Now, if we talk about Dogecoin, you guys know Bitwise launches BWAL after Dogecoin fans demand an ETF. Even though the ETF is not coming out, BWAL carries a high volatility risk and lacks 1940 Act investor protection. This is why ETF is a little bit bigger news as compared to BWAL, but it's still definitely heading to the right direction, and maybe in the near-term future we will be able to see a stronger ETF from Bitwise. I mean, there is an ETF that's been released, but from Bitwise would make a big difference. Now, before we carry on, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and while there, make sure you turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And drop a like on it. Let's go for a like of 49. We love smashing all of them because you guys are legends and I really appreciate it. So let's do the same with this one. Now, let's talk about the overall trend. Just to give you guys an idea, you guys can see that this cycle where the market was doing extremely well, we did actually peak close to 48.5, and then we were able to fall all the way down close to 13 cents. Now, where is the Dogecoin key supports that you should be paying attention to? Well, let's talk about this, okay? This is the first reason why the entire market was not able to show some crazy gains, and as we talked about, the sales or the selling pressure that's been converted into the downward trend is from majority of the whales. And on the other end, Bitcoin usually recovers once the on-chain trader lose margin drops below negative 37%. And right now it's sitting at negative 20%. So could this be the way that we are able to make a recovery? Hey, just so you know, the only way Bitcoin can do crazy numbers is actually recovering to 100,000, which is the psychological support, or you can say resistance currently, but that could act as a support in the long term, because once we're able to get back into the 6 digits, there will be definitely a lot more, you can say, fear of missing out that's going to cause a lot more money to flow in. Whale activity on the Dogecoin network has dropped to the lowest level in the last 2 months. Is this a good news or bad news? Well, the simplest way to put it, it's a little bit of a bad news. Whale activity dropping on Doge could mean one of two things. Either the whales are holding tight and waiting, or they're stepping out of the game. Both case brings risk. With low liquidity from big holders with moderate selling could hit the price hard. And keep in mind, if we talk about the Dogecoin market is definitely sitting at a pivotal point, to say the least. First of all, 45,800 is what the CVDD suggests as a potential bottom for Bitcoin for this bear market. Previously it was sitting close to 15,000. This time it's about 3x that. And on the other end, China, as Trump keeps saying the same thing, which is he wants to make America great by making America the hub of crypto, China is taking a little bit of a different approach. China says Bitcoin and crypto have no legal status and orders stricter enforcement amid the rising speculation. And if you ask Grok to check, yes, the recent report does clarify this. On the 28th of November, which is just about 24 to 48 hours ago, they did mention that Bitcoin and majority of the crypto market does not hold a significant value and just try to get a lot more stricter on illegal activities. Well, these are the two critical areas. Now, I know they sound very far-fetched. Just so you know, we're sitting at close to 15 cents, so 8 cents is pretty much halving the price. And on the other end, mega run could push it all the way to 80 cents, which could mean 6x the profit. Which way is the market headed? Well, the first thing you need to understand is 20 cents is going to be the critical resistance. If we're able to break above that resistance, there will be a lot more panic buying that will take over the market, as they have the fear of missing out, and that's going to push up the market even faster. While Dogecoin exits the third accumulation phase, technicals suggest potential bullish momentum. The bullish momentum for Dogecoin can only be possible if Bitcoin is able to climb to 100k. I feel like a lot of people need to understand that. Just so you know, I'm very, very optimistic when it comes to the entire crypto market. I'm being a supporter since longest time. You know, some of you guys were probably still toddlers. But, you know, I do think that crypto has a long way to go. But currently, are we back in a bearish market? I personally feel like the start of 2026 will mark a lot of things. First of all, after the ETFs are going to be released, this will be the first cycle that will be coming to an end. Just to give you an idea, when 2020 cycle came to an end at the end of 2021, there was a lot of panic selling. And that panic selling was not able to help the market. It pretty much put us into one of those, you know, cycles, the cycle where the bear market stays for 3 years. But this time around, everyone keeps saying it's a different story because we have ETFs, and ETFs will push a lot more money into it. So that's why this time around, it is very important and very critical to see how the crypto market will play out. Dogecoin extends the decline as descending resistance line caps every rally attempt. I mean, honestly, is it safe to blame Dogecoin? I wouldn't say no, because there's just too much happening with the entire market, and seeing that China is being so strong and tightening their grip when it comes to how well they want crypto adoption to happen in their country, it's definitely a big deal. That's all I'm going to say. And if they're going to keep doing this while the US is trying to push forward, there will be a lot more, you can say, confusion, and a lot more people which will not want to invest in crypto as they're in a little bit of fear. While banned GPUs help the North Korean expand the crypto heist, and these heists which are happening with North Korean with some of those exchanges is definitely playing a crucial role with the entire market losing a little bit of confidence. And 16 billion short liquidation positions at 112,000. So that gives you perspective. If Bitcoin is able to climb to 112,000, it's definitely going to have a lot more push up as compared to being, you know, being pulled down. That's all I'm going to say. But currently the market is in a standstill. That's probably the right word to use, as we're waiting for some sort of confirmation for the market to move quickly. I mean, the silver market is doing well, so let's see how well the crypto market does for the coming week. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Nothing I said is financial advice. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon.